Hey guys, a relatively quick video on the Z200 from ANV. I wanted to disassemble the knife, see what it looks like inside, maybe clean it, adjust it a bit. And first things first, I wanted to see how difficult it is to remove the clip. And it is very difficult. And I'm going to show you the system. And this is why I personally don't think that ANV has thought things out. Now, if you want to tighten or loosen the pivot screw, you are basically turning the opposite pivot, so it doesn't have a D cutout or anything. You can't, or I can't, actually disassemble the knife because I would have to counterhold this with something. That's one thing. Now, let's try to put the pocket clip back where it was. I heard a lot of people complaining about the pocket clip. Personally, I kind of like this pocket clip. It is not uncomfortable in hand for me in any way, but the system is very, very strange. They could have done so much better. They could have done it so much easier. You have these holes right here where the pocket clip will come in under tension. Now you have to, before you put this into the handle, you have to get the screw in place. Otherwise you can't retrieve it or put it in under any circumstances. And this little spacer right here also holds this part of the liner. So I did just sharpen the knife. I hope I won't cut myself, because that wouldn't be very pleasant. This is one thing that I consider a major flaw in the design. It's not very well thought out. This would be the side, and there you go. Okay, I'm just gonna try to put this in here. I think I have to put the pocket clip in first. I don't like what they did with the design for it. That's just being very blunt and honest. I think it's a very, very stupid design. I'll try to rotate this, get these in here, and see if I can. Probably gonna have to disassemble the knife. I don't see it going any other way. Right now I'm putting a lot of tension on the knife like this, and I just wanted to see how the pocket clip feels on the other side. This is just ridiculous. This is just over the top ridiculous. To be honest, I have taken many knives apart. Many. And this is something I have never ever encountered. In my life. So yeah, you know what? I am still very excited about this knife because of the steel. I like this knife because of the design. I like how it looks. Would I suggest anybody buy an ANV knife? No. I would suggest you spend your money elsewhere. Buy a Civivi, buy a uncut, buy a Gonzo. Please buy a Gonzo. Not an ANV. I mean, this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. Yes, I get it. It's a wire pocket clip, which I like, and I do love wire pocket clips. And it might be uncomfortable for some people. For me, it's okay. I just cut a few things with it, and it worked. But the fact that I cannot disassemble the knife, the fact that I cannot adjust the tension on the pivot because it's just spinning freely, the fact that I can't easily switch the pocket clip from left to right or remove it, that just goes to tell, okay, there's a lot of good things which people tried to put into this knife. There are a few design choices that I personally like, and I think I've talked about those. It's a very simplistic design. It's so and so, but it has to be also easy on maintenance. Maybe there's a trick to this. Maybe. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't think there's a trick to it. Maybe there is. And I'm just too dumb to realize, oh yeah, no, that was the trick. If you can take the knife apart, sure, you could put the pocket clip into these holes like this, and this is how it's supposed to go in, and it has the channels for it. But then because it has to sit on this liner, and you have to push the wire clip in these grooves. Let's try to align it. I can't, because I can't disassemble the knife. Every time I move the scale over, it just pushes on that spacer. This is just... I've already written 2 emails to ANV, and they haven't answered one of them, so no answer from them. That goes to show that their customer support is also lacking. And I've seen videos where ANV was at Knife Show or SHOT Show. Okay, it looks like it's lined up. Let's try to get this in there, and then somehow I'm going to try to get the screw in. That's just... I don't know how I'm going to get this screw in here, because I can't. I have to get the screw in here before I do that, and I couldn't balance all the moving parts. So now I'm going to have to basically do this. Try and get the screw in here. Let me just get a... while I pry the pocket clip. Somehow this is just one of the most... And at this point I'm just Yeah, there you go. I just scratched the G10. Not that it really matters if you scratch the G10, or for me that I scratched the G10, I don't care. But for somebody who really cares about a knife and spends this amount of money on it, I mean, this is about 76 euros. For this price, you can get a very nice Civivi, something like this, the Chevalier. Great. This one I can tighten, but here's the funny thing about it. Now that I'm done with the pocket clip, the knife is hard to open one-handed. I mean, you can do it, but it's difficult to open because it doesn't have a flipper. And I get that. That's the model that I chose. There is one with a flipper. Okay. You can still open it one-handed like this, pinch the blade, and then let it drop freely. Okay, that's good enough. Right now, it has some side-to-side blade play. Not a lot, but it has it. When it has a bit more, because I did manage to move the screw a bit, I don't know, let's just try to. And this is not a T8, by the way. This is not a T8, it's not a T10, it's sort of a T9. Which is just stupid. I want to get it to have a little more blade play than it does now. And it will do that from just playing with it. It starts to develop front-back blade play until the liner settles in. Once again, that is just, I mean, maybe it's from model to model, but I think they just did not think it through all the way. I still have blade play, but now it doesn't have that front back. It's just, I wanted to show you this because I was a bit stressed out and a bit annoyed with the Z200. I like the design of the knife. For me, it's very clean. Now, this luminous dot here doesn't do anything for me, but the design itself, the way the knife looks, I like it. And I do not have a problem with the wire clip hot spotting. Some people do. For me, I like it. But the way it was built, that just says no experience and no thought put into it. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. As always, have a great day.